let's get this insanity started, shall we? Hello guys, Raptormon here, and welcome back, Raptor Pack. Hello my little hivelings, how are you gorgeous people doing today? I am so exhausted. I am so freaking exhausted. Hilariously though, went to bed a little after 1 a.m. Slept till about 10. Took me like an hour and some change to fall asleep. But anyway, good too. Good. Doodle. But it took me a while to fall asleep. And yeah. I'm a tired little raptor. But today we're just gonna jump straight into it. Let me grab Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions. Black. I might pop into the vocal hangout, might not, we'll see. Just if I'm not talking much, it's entirely because I am fighting the urge to take a nap. I woke up at around 10 due to alarms. Got up around 10:30-ish because Amaretto, specifically it was Amaretto. I now can mentally confirm the difference between meows. Amaretto is a very boisterous, kind of deeper meow. It's not deep, but is a deeper sound. Oh no. I may need to play or do my own playlist this time around. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and hobble over here. I'm gonna go ahead. I know this is the earliest I think I have ever pobbled over to another scene, but I can barely reach the stream deck. I'm leaning back against my chair. As I said, to say I am tired is a hilarious understatement. You know what? Love it. We're throwing me over here. I think browsing's not the best. Yeah. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of wishing that was what I was doing. No. That would be an interesting... Ravis. That would be an interesting spirit. And would kind of help people get that particular achievement. Because a spirit appears when you give love or you pet all of the spirits. Probably be difficult to program though. But anyway. I'm tired. Give me a couple seconds to collect my thoughts. Also, if I fall asleep during stream, I apologize ahead of time. Yeah, no. As much as I adore lo-fi, no. Just no. Not today. Let's open the playlist. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna turn that down. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I need a nap. Fuck. Oh my god. Fuck it. Caffeine, where are you? Caffeine. Sorry. Really, really tired. Anywho, derp derp merp, lerp lerp lerp. Give me a couple seconds. My brain entirely reset. I needed that caffeine. It's the Dr. Pepper Blackberry, but the zero sugar version. Hopefully that'll be enough caffeine for me to write today. So that said, Wednesday I am going to try and get a shit ton of sleep. I need sleep. I'm slightly sleep. Bloop, 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 bloop. Ah! Sleep deprived! Fuck, you can tell! Speaking of, I am actually going to knock down how many of these I do. We're gonna do 5-minute breaks. And then we're gonna do 25. Let's set this here. And whoop, because the timer is still visible if I do this. So I have not checked Kickstarter today, by the way. I have not checked it. But anywho, Arfit Nugan. I was talking about something, I forgot. Anyway, okay, damn. No. My train of thought has left the station. Fuck. Frick. Bye. Grr. I am not doing great, guys. I am a tired goose. I am a tired raptor. Bless the bear. I have 2 contracts that I need to make. Well, technically there's 4, but 2 of them are in the hands of other people. I'm taking another swig. Hold on. Excuse me. Morning. Hi, Tips. How are you? My brain is struggling over here. I am a very tired raptor. Oh yeah, I was talking about Amaretto this morning. So Amaretto decided that I should not sleep past 10:30, keeping in mind I went to bed around 1 o'clock. Didn't fall asleep probably for like an hour and some change. See, I'm not backing out of Kickstarter, just so you know, but I did. Oh no. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Tips. What happened? Oh. Figure out, it'll be okay. Alright. Well, many hugs. I'm so sorry to hear that. I am so very sorry to hear that. I also completely lost my train of thought again, but yeah. They want business enough for them and miss too much time. Ah. That still sucks. But yeah, but don't worry about me if you need to pull your funds from the Kickstarter to deal with stuff. Please, you go ahead and do that. I do not mind. I've said it before and I've said it again. I've said it during charity streams. Do not put yourself into financial troubles to try and support me. I greatly appreciate the support, but please make sure you take care of yourselves first. I can wait. Get your priorities taken care of first. wanted to tell you and you think I was gonna pull. Oh, heck no, I'm sticking with it. I put that away for you. I'm fine, promise. Just so long as you're okay. Alright? But I'm glad you were upfront with me. I greatly appreciate you being upfront with me. Honesty is always the best policy, even if it hurts. I am, no worries. Yay! That's good, that's good. Well, I get to tell you something funny about my cats then. You get to be the first one to hear about it. So, around 10:30, like I said, I went to bed around 1. Probably took me an hour and a half to finally fall asleep, because that's what always happens. My cat, Amaretto, she's got a deeper meow, and she's also heavier than her sister, Puff. Puff goes, meow. Amaretto goes, meow. Very forceful, which is hilarious, given the fact that Amaretto very much takes after my husband. Oh no, it was actually not Puff this time, it was Amaretto. Amaretto decided that her heavy little butt was going to plop onto my hip as I'm trying to get more sleep. And again, she is very much the heavier of the two. I can tell the difference very easily. My husband's actually surprised. So she decides to park her little butt onto my hip. This is about a 12-pound cat. And decides to start meowing at me. And I'm like, yeah, back. And I'm trying to get more sleep. She then proceeds to get closer to my ear. Again, she's a heavy little bugger. And then proceeds to go, meow, meow. And I'm like, meow, I want more sleep. Let me get more sleep. So, I'm like, do you need water? 1 meow for yes, 2 for no. Do you need more water? Meow. Waits a few seconds. Meow. Look, here's the thing. They get fed at 6 o'clock in the morning. My husband does that. And then they get fed at 5 p.m. at night. So they had food. They've been fed 1/4 cup of food each meal time. I'm like, okay, maybe you just need water. I'm like, okay. And then she tries to use her paws to pull the covers off of me. And I'm like, cat, why? And when did you figure this out? Because yeah, the husbando is not home. The husbando is physically at work right now. He won't be home until like maybe 5 p.m. So this lovely little short-haired black cat with specks of color keeps trying to pull the covers off. Thankfully, she's not using too much claw, so I don't get damaged, but she's hooking the covers just enough. Smart cat undoes her covers. Exactly. Amaretto is insanely smart. Like, holy cow, there are some times where she's very human, and I'm like, no. Stop it. Hold on. But yeah, so she, I'm like, okay, fine. I look at her. I'm still laying on my side. She's still on my other side with her butt on my hip. And I look at her and go, look, if you want me to get up, you're gonna have to get off of me. She pulls back, her entire body of 12 pounds just sitting on my hip. I lay my head back down. I'm like, okay, maybe I can get more sleep. She proceeds to turn, wiggle, and I'm like, oh no. Cat, just step off. And instead, she launches herself to the other side of the bed from my hip. It hurts every single time. Either one of them, both of them do it. But God, hurts a little more when she does it. So, I get up, or I'm squeaking in pain. I'm like, why, cat? Why? And, yeah. She And then she hops off the bed. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll get up. I'll get up. I made myself some breakfast. Yikes, you're gonna have kitty paw prints, Bruce. Apparently, surprisingly, no. I haven't got any bruises yet. Emphasis on the term yet. Not even when they forward pounce. Like, that's a leap. That's a leap off my head. Sometimes they'll pounce on my hip, and I'm like, why? Why do you do this to me? Why don't you do this to the husband? They don't do this to the husbando. They don't leap off of him. They crawl on top. Sometimes they'll lay down. They're nice to the husbando. They are so mean to me. When it comes to me lying in bed, they are so freaking mean to me. Admittedly, I'm starting to be mean back, but not in like a cruel way. The way, because you are mama. You know, that makes sense. But no, I'm not mean back in a cruel way. It's like if they're napping, like right now, Amaretto is napping, and something I would do is just, at least with Amaretto, I'll call her name before I walk over, and she'll go, "Brr." I know you won't do anything. Bullshit! They learned the hard way not to try and lay on my face, because I launched them across the bedroom when they did that. Thankfully, neither one of us got hurt, but still, flying kitty. Oh god, my model's glitching. Yeah, essentially just flying kitty at night, which is worse. That was years ago at this point. Oh my gosh, my cats are 9 years old? 8 years old at this point? Bless their hearts. Gotta wait till mine are asleep and then meow really loud and scare them awake. Okay, so I do something similar with Amaretto. I've gotten the habit of, as she's napping, I'll call her name and she'll go, "Brrr," which means she's awake. Sometimes I will do that. Sometimes I will walk up to her as she's napping on top of the cat tower and then suddenly go with my hands. I will fluff up the fur. Just go fluff, 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 knocking all of the loose hair everywhere. I really need to get better at combing my cats, but none of them like the brush. Not a one. So yeah. So that is what I will do, and I will do the same thing to Puff. Puff, not as much because she doesn't sleep out in the open when she takes a nap. She goes in the back, and we used to have 2 laundry hampers, one of which was kind of a cloth one. Puff decided she was going to turn that into a cat bed whilst they slumber. Were it so easy, because they immediately wake up whenever I do that. Puff will fight me. She will bite and claw. She does not like it that much. And I'm like, why? You have matted fur now. Let me pet you with the comb. Which reminds me, the next time I get the Holt of Puff, I am going to take a pair of safety scissors. I have this pair of safety scissors I have had since I was in 5th grade. These scissors still work. They are not rusty. They're fairly clean, too. But I've had these pair of safety Crayola safety scissors with a red handle. Nice and sleek. I actually have the bathroom right now. But I'm going to be using those to trim her fur so I can get rid of the mats, because for some reason she can't reach there. Keeping in mind, Puff is a long-haired diluted tortoiseshell. She's mostly gray, very, very frickin' fluffy, which might also be another reason why she chooses to sleep in the back. A lot cooler there. Excuse me. But her backside is getting matted again. Her butt, basically the area bordering her butt, like right in front of the tail, where the tail connects to the body, and then right under her chin. Those are the places that fur mats on her. The chin I could usually get at night, or brush at night with my fingers, because she likes pets as I'm trying to go to sleep. I don't know why she does this. Which is another reason it takes me like an hour and a half to fall asleep. Oh, but anyway, yeah, so that happened. I've gotten myself some breakfast. I made myself some coleslaw. I have emptied out the entire bag. No, I did not eat the entire bag, or else I'd be running. In more ways than one. Gross humor in the morning, my bad, but anyway, continuing on. I need a swig of caffeine, one moment. I may reset my brain, but I need caffeine. Maybe I should have made coffee this morning. Coffee probably would have been better for my digestive tract. Oh well. Yeah, made myself some coleslaw, cut up some hard-boiled eggs. Excuse me. And had myself one of those crustless Smuckers sandwiches, the ones that have hazelnut spread in the middle. Actually, that reminds me. Hold on a minute. Oop. Where is Fulvia? There you are. Are there really only 4 places? Because there was something going on over here yesterday that I'm like, wait a minute. There we go. There we go. The timer will be right here. Nice and centered. Yeah, I made myself some coleslaw. It had a Smucker's Uncrustable, that's what they're called. Nutella and jam or PB. Just Nutella. It's the hazelnut spread one. But it's the Smucker's Uncrustables. You can get them for about, you can get 10 for about $7, I think. They are quite tasty. I remember eating those particular, not the hazelnut ones, but the PB&J ones. I remember eating those in space camp. Oh my god, that was forever ago. I think I was in elementary school with that one. Either elementary school or... No. It was after Papa passed away, so it'd be junior high. My grandpa, my mom's dad, he actually paid. Like, hey, how about you go to this engineering science thing at the Space and Rocket Center? Which just kind of zeroed my location in. And I'm like, yeah, I want to go to space camp. So Grandpa decided, yo, I'm just gonna pay for it, and your cousins can go too. I'm like, yay, I get to see my cousins who live several states away. Both of them? I guess both sects, I should say. They live in North Carolina? I believe it's North Carolina. But went to that was so fun, and then during lunch, I would have, it was one of the things available was those Smuckers, I think it was specifically PB&J, it was either PB&J or Just Jam, but I would eat those for lunch. It was so freaking tasty. That's a good memory. That's a nice, good memory. Not traumatizing whatsoever. Thank God. I think it's one of the few memories I have of childhood that isn't traumatizing. That was a good memory. Very, very fortunate that Grandpa's like, yo, let's do this. But, for those of you might be wondering, said Grandpa, that is Colonel Charles H. Fry. He is the one I do the, charity memorial stream of for in February. We're free and far between, but I like the random granddaddy memories I have. That's good. Oh, they're few and far between. But yeah, that's good. I'm glad to hear it. I was going somewhere with this. Oh, yeah, talking about breakfast. So yeah, I had breakfast / lunch. Someone remind me to eat in like 2 hours or so. Glad you have some too. They're with Grandpa, I had the distinct pleasure of being able to form memories for most of my life with him, even though he lived down in Florida, which was quite a ways away. I still got to spend time with him. I will say I regret not spending as much time with Papa, which is my dad's dad. He passed away in 5th grade. I still remember when my mom came to the elementary school and she was crying to check, and she was checking me out, and I'm like, what's going on? And yeah, she had come home from work. She worked at Taco Bell. She was the general manager. She came home, went to my elementary school, checked me out, and basically said, Papa's gone. Little me had no concept of death. No real not of human death. I had animal death. Animal death I experienced. But human? That was the first time I dealt with human death. Directly, I should say. It's one thing to see someone in a funeral home. It's another thing to come home and just see the corpse. And then Jaybird, my middle sister, she and Papa would play whack-a-mole, which is you know the moles that you have on your skin, those little splotches of melanin. Well, whack-a-mole is you find one of those and you whack it, smack. So, again, my sister Jaybird didn't have a concept of death either, and proceeded to ask, why isn't Papa waking up? And she would just whack the moles on his arm. Why isn't Papa waking up? And it's, yeah, kind of heart-wrenching. Shortly after there was the funeral. He was buried at Mount Zion, and just kind of, I still didn't understand, you know? It was in December. Oh goodness, honey. Hugs for you too. But yeah, I didn't appreciate Papa. If I had known. That's one of the things about growing up, is you don't know who you're gonna lose and who you're gonna miss. You don't know who you're gonna regret not spending enough time with. Yes, something you learn as you grow. Something you learn as you grow. I'm gonna turn the music down a smidge. But yeah. I will say one of the things about my characters, and I get to lead into the book with this, one of the things about my characters is every single one has something from my family or my friends. Every single one. Yusuke has some from me. From specifically me when I was in high school. Like, holy shit. I should have been tested for whether or not I was a sociopath or a psychopath. Not gonna lie, really probably should have gotten tested for that. Might have explained a lot when I was in high school. But at the same time, I was different for different people. I've talked about this to Goldie, for example, is I would be very cruel to normal people. But the outcasts and the special ed kids, at least you're on a path, am I right? That's a good one. That's a good one. I gotta remember that one. That's funny. You can do that. I love a good fucking pun. Oh god. That's beautiful. But yeah, with the outcasts, the people that said normal folk just kind of ostracized, and then the special ed kids. I was always kind to them. Always. Especially the special ed kids. They didn't deserve to get bullied. So, was I a bully in high school? Absolutely. I will not deny that fact. I was a bully. But I bullied the football team. Especially that motherfucking quarterback. Did he deserve it? Don't know anymore. But I bullied the football team. You know what people did? They didn't fucking mess with me. They did not mess with me, nor did they mess with the special ed kids. Boy, howdy, that was worth it. I don't care if they thought I was a terror. I don't care if they thought I was going to shoot up. By the way, there was a massive rumor for probably since junior high, now that I think about it. Apparently there was a massive rumor that I was going to be a school shooter. I shit you not. How did I find out about this particular rumor? I believe it was senior year that I found out about this particular rumor. And I kind of got taken aback by it. I'm like, come again? So, we weren't though, so that's what counted. Exactly. I didn't hate people enough to kill them. That was weak. That would be way too far. That's... No, 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 no. You don't do that. I was ready to throw hands. Never got in a fight. I have never been in a fight. I can actually say that. I nearly was in a fight. But I have never been in a fight. Excuse me. Which is also kind of funny. That particular rumor about the school being the school shooter, or being a school shooter, allow me to rephrase. Apparently the teachers did not think that. It was literally just the students. I shit you not. It was just the student, normal students specifically, that thought that. I find that kind of hilarious now that I think about it. But, also, one of my teachers, specifically the advanced, I think it was English. I can't remember if it was, oh, it was senior year. I had a guy named Mr. Ward. I think he eventually became either the superintendent or the principal, one of the two. But Mr. Ward, we were playing a game, and it's like, oh, what classical literature character do other people remind you of? And Mr. Ward was actually playing this game with us. It was in advanced English class senior year. And he said, most of the other students are like, oh, in reference to me, Hilda. I'm like, okay, no idea who that is. And they're like, you know, big, strong, gruff, around the edges, blah, blah, blah. Mr. Ward said Sybil. I'm like, okay, who the hell is Sybil? I have never heard of Sybil. I looked up Sybil. I don't know if I should be insulted or complimented. And that was 12th grade. I thought that was freaking hilarious. Now I think it's freaking hilarious. But still. It's like the teacher calls you Sybil. Holy crap. But you know, like I said, let's see. Gotta go. Love you, Chica. Be back later. Alright, be safe and be careful. Tips. May your day be blessed, and I hope you get some good news soon. May you get good news very soon. Oh, I think I see an Ekans in the chat. Is that an Ekans? Hold on. I'm gonna pull up stream avatars. One of my favorites is Ekans. Cole Randomness. Hey, Cole, what's up? I think I've called you both at this point, now that I think about it. Let's see, where's the thing? There's the thing. Alright. Yeah, be safe and be careful there, Tips. Derp, derp, derp. So yeah, that was. But yeah, I watched after the special ed kids, and then it kind of came to a head. There was one thing that happened. My mom decided to start teaching, or not teaching, but being a substitute teacher, and she subbed for the special ed kids. Now, keeping in mind, my mom had the perception of all the other, of the, you know, the other normal students that, you know, I was a terror, I was terrible, blah 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 blah, I was dangerous. You get the whole shebang. The special ed kids gave my mom a very new perspective, very new. And my mom, so they're like, hey, you know, Mama Raptor. We'll go with Mama Raptor. Mama Raptor, are you related to Raptormon? Obviously, I'm using fake names here, but hey, you gotta have something. And my mom was like, yeah, she's my daughter. My mom was bracing for terrible news. And all of the special ed kids went, oh my gosh, she's such a nice person. It just praises, apparently. This is according to my mom. So this is secondhand information for me, but given it's from her, like, she was the most surprised human being at the time. Not even surprised Pikachu face. It was, oh god, what would be a good meme? Like, kind of the anime characters going, NANI? It was that kind of shock. And it's like, yeah, I'm a very different person, depending on, well, depending on who the other person is. I can be exceedingly kind, or I can be one hell of a cruel motherfucker. And I can admit that now. Also, I'm finally awake. I just needed to talk a little bit and drink some soda. Woo. Hey. So, all of that said, I think I'm gonna pop into Vocal Hangout in a little bit. Frick, I have clicked the wrong button. Alright. I'm gonna yeet myself into... Oh, that freaking gummit. If anyone wants to hop at a Vocal Hangout, you're more than welcome to. Just realize you are gonna be on stream if you do. Keep it all TOS friendly. I don't want to have to yeet someone into the ether. Alright, where is VTube others? Clip shout out. That's highlighted, so the other thing should be highlighted. There you are. Make myself tiny. We'll draw attention over here to the book. There we go. And if I need to adjust, I will. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get to writing, especially now that I'm awake. And I need to grab... Hold on, let me see how long we've got before ads. Do I start or do I wait? Decisions. Oh no. Let's move this here, because I don't need to see that. Excuse me. Alright, so what we're gonna do is 25 minutes of writing, followed by a 5-minute break. Another 25 minutes of writing, followed by a 30-minute break, which is this long break here. That's what we're gonna try today. Let's see how this goes. Again, I am very, very tired. So, I'm more awake than I was at the very least. But yeah, so let's eat it on. And now we finally get to where Toxim is officially introduced to this story. Ah, my favorite, most hateable assholes thus far. Hi there, Grekenai. Sip, sip. Alright, add some 5. Good grief. His description is so hoity-toity. It's accurate. Oh my gosh, I really introduced this character well. Shoot, I actually introduced this character quite well. God, I want to stab him in the face. Not even just punch him in the face, just straight to stab. Hmm? Oh, yeah, I'll go ahead and push ads. Don't mind the silence, I'm concentrating. Gotta, oop. Thanks, Siri. Got more emotes being dropped on my noggin. Alright, 12 minutes. Drinking soda. Ah! Siri, bless, you gotta stop dropping those things on my head. Grievous? Grievous! Grievous! Yeah, flesh is not the good word to use there. Flesh is more visceral. I just realized I can reuse that particular sticker. I need to make a note of that before I forget. Because I know me. I might forget, and I don't want to forget. I don't like forgetting. It's not fun. I'm gonna have to redraw Grunta. I don't want to redraw Grunta. I'm also gonna... Oh god, I'm gonna have to draw Talk. I've gotta find the old picture of Toxin so that I can redraw it. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh god. Oh god, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a nightmare. Y'all are gonna enjoy my suffering. I, on the other hand, am just going to suffer. I hate this asshole so freaking much, but he's my favorite asshole to hate in my story right now. At least in the trilogy. Oh man, that fight scene's gonna be so satisfying to read again. So satisfying to read again. uh, I'm glad I am writing the second book. I am so freaking glad I am writing this second book. I am so glad that I removed the last 7 chapters. Originally, the first book was going to have 27 chapters. I'm so glad I removed those 7 chapters and made them into a new book. Because holy shit, this asshole's gonna go. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I gotta wait. I gotta pump the brakes. I was about to say something very, very wrong. Oh, but we're gonna get to explore Toxin. And Yusuke is maturing in this particular novel. Oh, this ass. I need to build this. I need to build him up so when I tear him down, it is going to be absolutely lovely. I just realized I made that family Italian now. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? Bless. Your deal, bless. Oh no. Wait, did she push all of it down already? They wiggled out. Not draw daughter. What the heck there, brain? Alright, let me finish this thought. Okay. So this scene that I'm working on right now is introducing Toxim to both Yusuke and to the reader. I think I did this quite well because Toxim is a massive asshole. Like, he oozes booze. He is the bougiest of booze, practically, would be another way to describe him. 470 words, not bad. And yeah, I did not write much yesterday. I only wrote 281 words yesterday. Wait, for real? Yeah, no, I only wrote 280 words yesterday. Oh my gosh. Keeping in mind I'm comparing myself to myself, do not compare what I am saying to what you get done. Yeesh. Yeah, so, not bad, we got 3 minutes worth of break. So, how are you guys doing? Y'all working on your stuff too? If so, what you working on? Tell me. I would love to know. That said, while we get through this 3-minute break before we start into the next round of writing, you know what? I am going to mute myself real quick because I can. Alright, let's do like that, like that. There we go. Alright, snap, crackle, and pop goes my hands. My arms don't like me now. What's new? Anyway, so, not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm taking off. Wednesdays I take off because I need to get better at doing the whole self-care thing. I will say last night was awesome, but anyway. Derp derp. So, tomorrow, like I said, I'm taking off. I'm gonna be trying to get as much sleep as possible. because I am a sleepy little raptor. A very sleepy little raptor. And good grievous. Good lordy and good golly Miss Molly. But, anywho. Thursday will be a 12-hour stream. It's my birthday! But Thursday will be a 12-hour stream. I'm going to start by animating, because I need to get this animation done. I am so far behind, but it's also because I am working on the Kickstarter stuff. Speaking of the Kickstarter stretch goals, all of them are set. Now, I don't plan on doing anything else other than those stretch goals, because if I do, I'm going to be offering way too much and not going to be able to spend the funds appropriately. I recognized this fairly quickly as I went through everything I wanted to do and went, nope, 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 I've got to wait. There's a bunch of stuff I needed to wait on. There's a bunch of commissions I need to make in order to get this thing to go through anyway. Because yeah, my plan is I'm still going to make the commissions that are on the stretch goals, regardless of whether or not they get, you know, hit. But the difference will be those commissions, not only obviously will they be made, the funds to buy the rights will come from the Kickstarter. Basically, by buying the rights, that means I can produce that particular artwork in any way I see fit. And I don't gotta worry. I don't gotta worry about sharing stuff. I know me. Anyway, 2 seconds. Let's go. Next round. I'll talk about more after this. Let's go. Yeah, Toxim's knows a lot about what's going on Haven, which hence why it's Haven's last, because the planet's name is Haven. Geist also knows what's up. He knows what's going to happen. And with this introduction being their first impressions of one another, Geist knows how this is going to end. He doesn't want it to end that way. He wants these two to be friends. But how it is right now, these two can never truly be friends. Pardon me, sipping soda. Excuse me. Do. We're working, we're writing. Without the... Holy crap, this intro's doing a lot of work. Now that I'm a more experienced writer, I understand what the hell's going on. Ah, gosh. Correction, allow me to rephrase. I understand the mechanics of what's going on. Also, if any of you guys want to hop into voice chat, let me know. I think I'm just going to go ahead and hobble out of it. I'm gonna laugh if it is actually worth all the effort. Oh, trouble and energy. I stand corrected. I think effort would be... will say I'm actually writing at a fairly nice click. Irritating, insulting lunacy. Dang, Yusuke, you are straight to the point. But she's supposed to be. Yusuke's a very blunt character. Yeah, the first impression that Toxim and Yusuke make on one another is not a good one. Yusuke is very blunt and brash. Well, maybe not brash. She's just very blunt and to the point. Toxim has this absolutely glorious flourish to him. Think of, not Fruit Basket. What's that anime? Host Club! Host Club. The main, I think it's the main guy in, Oron Host Club? The pretty boy. The main pretty boy from that one. That, Thanks there, Kofi Bot. Alright, 14 and a half minutes, let's go. Not brushing. I just realized I need to change the mental image of Grunta because Grunta is 6 foot tall at the shoulder. Yusuke is much shorter than that. I don't remember how short I made her though. She may be small, but she is fierce and will kill you. Oh, dearie. Goodness, goodness. Do I call her a goddess here? I'm so glad I am so very glad that V likes the stuff I got. I'm looking forward to when Blitz gets home to see his stuff. Cause yeah, I sent V and Blitz a birthday box. It was after their birthdays, unfortunately. Which also reminds me I gotta get to Goldie's gift. I'll say something when I'm done screaming. Yeah, Blitz! Blitz must be home! Oh gosh. Yeah, no, I said, okay, so I could say this. So yeah, I sent Blitz and V a birthday box. Just got home, decided to look at the box before I went to shower. I just hope that it's obvious who got what. I'm pretty sure it is, but say something when I'm done screaming. Oh yeah, I definitely found the right stuff. Fucking word. I will say I kind of wish I was able to get more of the Transformers Prime keychains from that one place I saw or went to at MomoCon. Like, oh my gosh, I really wish I had gotten like the full cast. I couldn't afford it though. So I got the 2 keychains for Blitz and V, and then I got a bunch of stuff for me. I got the ones I could afford. Which I showed them off on stream. I did show them off on stream a whiles back. Hey, Timmy! Some of those can be worn by both guys and gals. Oh, Transformers thing, never mind. Yeah, like Optimus. I wish I'd gotten RC and Bulkhead. I think they have B. What is it, Grekene?
Did you remember to eat today?
Technically, yes.
You're after if you didn't, go get food.
What is it, Grekene?
Remember to take your medicine?
Yes, I did.
You're after Go take it if you haven't.
What is it, Grekene?
You need to drink some water.
I'll drink my tea instead because I need to get this drunk. Well, I need to drink this.
You're after
I overbrewed this.
Freezing.
Yeah. I know I don't mean alcohol. I am not drinking alcohol. I don't really drink alcohol that much. It is... Oh god, when was the last time I drank alcohol? Maybe at Disney? And that's because we did drinking around the world and I just took sips. I kept getting sick during that trip. Bye. 4 minutes for this writing session. And then we're taking a 30-minute break. I need to check to see how many pages this chapter is, because that could be a great place to stop this particular chapter. Yeah. I have technically eaten, I just haven't eaten a bunch. Add a little bit of coleslaw that I actually just made this morning. And by morning I mean at 11 o'clock. Had 2 hard-boiled eggs. And one of those Crustable sandwiches. I had a glass of milk. And that's everything I've eaten today. Maybe I should have eaten more. Okay, 2 minutes. But anyway, Timmy, how are you doing today? What you been up to? I may also have a slight headache, but that's probably a mixture of sleep deprivation and maybe needing to eat food. Which, since I got a 30-minute break coming up, I should probably get some food. Probably. Okay. 38 seconds. I think I will pause there with this particular thing, because otherwise I'm going to finish this thought during this next timer. How much have I... Holy sugar tits. I have written a page and a half. 587 words. And that is mostly converting the previous chapter. 587. Control S. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to take a little break. I'm going to close my computer real quick. I'm going to go to BRB. I know we have 15 minutes until the next set of ads, but I need to take care of a few things, including getting food. Because clearly, with this headache, I have not eaten enough today. So I will be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. I got myself some food. I had snacks somewhere. See, at the grill abusing some bratwurst because I was so You're good, you're good. I literally just got back. I don't know what... There's those chips. I knew I put some chips over here. My desk is, as always, is a tiny bit of a mess. But I got myself some snacks. Do I have enough water? I got a good chunk of water. I got myself some tea. Time for snacky foods. Nom 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 nom. I got these, what are they called? See, they split in a spiral fashion instead of, like, in half or something. That's bonkers. But I got Pringles Mingles, light, airy, crispy. Cheddar and sour cream. They're kind of like, they're like puffy Cheetos, but Pringles instead. I had them for a while. They haven't gone stale yet. I've lied. They're stale. Fuck. They're quite stale now. Are you kidding me? I had these just the other day. And now they're stale. Dadgummit. Well, we bought this particular pack, which is almond M&Ms. We bought this on Sunday, so these should be fine. Oh. Stretching my back. Oh. Maybe I shouldn't have made that break 30 minutes. Maybe I should have made it 20. Then again, I would think I wouldn't have enough time. But yeah. So. I'm chewing. So, how are you beautiful people doing? Yum. Crispy on the outside, hot and juicy on the inside, just how I like them. That does sound tasty. That said, nom 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 nom. So today's Tuesday, therefore today is date night with me and the hubby. And the plan is to go to one of these hot pot places and try, so my husband can try it out. I went with my sister Jaybird and we tried it out. It was okay. I want the husbando to try it out. Unfortunately, like my sister Jaybird barely had room. She's 5'9", maybe 5'10". Well, no, I like the way that chips, like the way that I store them is when I open them up, after I get what I want, I push the air out as much as I can, I fold the top, and then I secure it with a chip clip. I mean, I've had these chips for over a month. Yep, pretty sure over a month. Had them well before MomoCon. Well, yeah, at least a month. Joey. Nom 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 nom. Let's see. Were they placed on a surface that could have extended time in the sun then? Nope. They were kept in the shade. Up until, like, maybe yesterday, I kept them in the nice, dark, cold cabinet. Well, cold might not be the right word, but cool. Where we store all our other somewhat non-perishable food. Non-perishable is not the right word. Shelf stable. Mother Hubbard, how dare! But no. They really weren't left out. This and the sun, where they were at when I took them out and set them on the counter, the sun doesn't reach there. Not by a long shot. No, actually, the cupboard is not bare. We got rice, we got pasta, we got canned food. We got them. We do have some hamburger helper left, but like the boxes. But the main reason we have them is so that I can try and figure out how to make a from scratch recipe for them. So that me and the husband can make our own versions without all the preservatives. Basically, like, greatly reducing the sodium, removing as many preservatives as possible. Look at this! How you doing? Oh. What you up to, my friend? Now that I'm awake, pretty good. Pretty good. I'm enjoying some snacks as we take a long break. Just got home from work? Nice. Oh yeah, I've been meaning to ask. I think you've said it already once, but I have forgotten. Hey, good job on getting another job. I'm very impressed. I'm very happy for you. What is your new job again? Is it in the same field of work as your previous one? Nomming on almond M&Ms. I guess the other question is, are you allowed to tell me what your new job is? But yeah, I remember you telling me. And I'm pretty sure it's still near the location where you currently are. Software developer using JavaScript and Python. Okay, cool. Awesome. I know of those languages at the very least. Can I do anything with them? Absolutely not. Same building, just new company and job. Oh, swinging! That's awesome! That means your commute and all that jazz is still the same. That's awesome! I'm so glad. I am so very, very glad. Excuse me. Hold on. And I get to see all your old friends. Yay! Doing things 10 times worse than Timmy. Damn! Damn! Timmy, what language do you use? C++? Keeping in mind, I have no idea how these languages work. I do know they're software programming language thingies. JS, TS, and... oh, C#. I have no fucking clue what those are. I know what C... well, I've heard of C#. I haven't heard of JSTS. That's a good point. That's a very good point. I don't need to know what those are. Now that I think about it, I have no... I don't remember what my husband programs in, because he's also a software developer. Well, stand corrected. Not software developer. He's software engineer. Did C# and JavaScript for like 20 years. Never used TypeScript, though. I'm guessing... Oh, JavaScript TypeScript, I'm guessing, is what that first one is then. Also, thank you for typing it out. I can ask my hubby when he gets home in, like, an hour or two. Yeah. Also, ads are starting. Frick. I forgot to push them. So you decided that the hell you were in wasn't deep enough, so you jumped on Python! I've been told that Python's supposed to be, like, super beginner friendly. Because I remember there was a guy in chat, I don't remember which chat, it was either YouTube or Twitch, who said you should get into programming Python. And I'm like, okay, why? And he's like, Python's the easiest one to learn. I have no idea how accurate or... Ow! The language, yes. The community, no. That figures. That figures. I will admit, out of all the programming languages, and I know Timmy's gonna laugh at me. I'm pretty sure Timmy's gonna laugh at me. I'm trying to learn CSS. Mainly because all of the OBS stuff is CSS. I don't know what CSS stands for, but that's the programming language that most, if not all, of the OBS widgets and customization stuff is in. At least all the ones that I have interacted with, that is what it is in. Also, I have no idea if you guys can hear me. I'm pretty sure Icarus can hear me because he's got a sub. I don't remember. Is Timmy, are you sub? I could be 100% wrong. Previously sub. Okay. CSS is style sheets, custom style sheets? Aye. Cascading style sheets? Question mark? Okay, cascading style sheets. I should have a little plane to go over my head whenever something goes over my head. Meow. Kind of like, see, always forget what the C stands for. I didn't know to begin with. In commercials right now? Fuck. I don't have the money to give subs. I don't have the money to give subs. Everything's going to the book. Yeah. Oh no. Let me get my character over here. That's better. Ah! I'm sorry to be the complaint, yeah! But thank you for the gifted sub, Icarus! Oh yeah, I don't know if it's on my channel, but some channels you can do, hold on. There's some channels, I know it's on Dawn's, where if you buy, or if you do a bunch of gifted subs, you can get like 35% off maybe 5 of them? You've gifted 67 subs in total, holy sugar bits. C stands for enter series of expletives that a novice would use because they don't have the time to learn proper styling. Oh, it's on all streams? I thought it was only on a select few. Okay, that's awesome! Yeah, the way the Twitch article read, when I looked at it to see what was going on, it made it sound like there was only a few channels. Let's see, it's right here on yours. It was on mine mine last night. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I didn't know if it was site-wide. The way the article was worded made it sound like there was just a few people that got it. Yay! Also, thank you again, Icarus! Muchas gracias! Oh no. The fatigue and sleepiness is back. No! Do I have caffeine still? I should have brewed coffee. I should have brewed coffee this morning, but I was too damn tired. I'm like, I'll just grab a soda. Okay. But hey, now I know. Now I know. Pardon me, my brain has hit that modem sound. That of early internet connection. God, that is burned into my brain. Like dealing with CSS files I have, or I leave CSS to the pros. So, between the two of you, let's see, are you old enough to know what a modem sounds like? I turned 33 in 2 days! Yes! I'm old enough to know. What do you mean, so no, then? My parents got the cheapest thing they could find when it came to the internet. Well, I keep forgetting, both of you guys are older than me, aren't you? Oh shit, my birthday's in 2 days. How do I keep forgetting? How do I keep forgetting that my birthday is like within, oh my god, my birthday's in 48 hours. How do I keep forgetting this? Actually, it's less than 48 hours, isn't it? My family is okay, admittedly, yes. I do my best to find every ounce of savings that I can get, because every penny counts. Every penny counts. Not gonna lie, sometimes it makes my husband worry. You're just old enough that you could not be my... What? What? I thought you two were like, maybe just a tiny bit older than me. What? Y'all are not that old. No. There ain't no... I keep forgetting the same thing with Shadab, but there ain't no way. Wait, no, Icarus, you've told me your age before. How do I keep forgetting? This is information I just do not store. Huh? Up. Your older brother who was off to college getting married when you were old enough to form conscious thought. So you're in like your late 40s, Timmy? Late 40s, early 50s like Icarus? Neither of you seem like you're in your 50s or 40s. You seem like you're like my age. Oh, these sugar tits. That would be approximately true. Yeah, no. You don't have to tell me your exact age if you don't want to. That is perfectly fine. Hot. What? What? Oh my gosh. That is some kind of funny. That is some kind of funny. I know Icarus, this broke my brain the last time I asked you about that. It's broken my brain even more now that I know about Timmy Deco. Have I mentioned you guys are precious? I say that as the youngin' here. I cannot believe this. I feel like my inner 12-year-old take over. Hold on a moment. Mother is texting me, see kids these days, no respect, I tell ye, always with the back of headshot. How dare, that's it, I'm saving a sticky grenade for you next time we play Halo. Forget the bullet, it's gonna be kaboom. Ugh. Oh yeah. I don't know if you guys were here yesterday for the bad news. Yep, no respect. How dare! How dare! But anyway, I don't know if you guys were here yesterday for the bad news. But the text I'm getting is about Rory, which was my family's dog, who I'll be blunt, she got hit by a car Monday morning. And my family's cremating her. They were able to get her remains, and they're currently cremating her. And basically all the texts I'm currently getting are about the, like, urn and the crematorium, stuff like that. Let's see. Wish I could react to images. But yeah, we're getting things set up. One moment. Missed the bad news radio that you. Yeah, she was with my family, specifically my folks, for 15 some odd years. But yeah, I did my crying yesterday. Did some crying this morning, but me. That was on a different topic. But yeah, so if you hear the woohoo, the little owl sounds in the background, that's it's my folk, or my mom and my sisters texting about the well, cremation stuff for Rory. She was a very, very beloved family member. Also, sorry to stop the hilarity roll in chat. Posted in Town Square something to make you laugh. Oh no, am I about to get stabby? Am I about to get stabby? Red old man my okay. I will definitely watch that after stream. Absolutely 100% will watch that after stream. Cause that looks funny. Alright, I don't think this timer is gonna restart. I don't entirely know how the new timer works. But we're all about to find out. I'm gonna mess with the balloon tail. It's precious. Okay, so it just ends. Alright, that's good to know. I've only been streaming for 2 hours. I immediately jumped into just doing the writing sessions today. Yeah, like I said, Timmy, I'll definitely watch that. But, so, you guys have mentioned leaving CSS to the pros. By any chance, between the two of you, do either of you know, A, how to program widgets for OBS, and B, can you point me to some tutorials for CSS? This stuff is difficult. Like, I've programmed in HTML, but my information and knowledge is out of date by 15 years. At least. At bare minimum. Bare minimum. Out of date by 15 years. And it is also so rusty that it makes the Titanic look brand new. that's tell you how. I mean, I was able to program websites. I kind of miss being able to do that, but geez. For learning CSS, I'd start with w3schools.com. All right. I'm actually, since I have my laptop open, I will put that in Learn to Code with the world's largest web developer site. Okay. One of those CSS masters he speaks of, OBS extensions or overlays, because one is just a web page, the other is a bit more sexy. Specifically, a widget. Because I want a widget that will display, like, the stats from a Kickstarter. You can branch out from there. Okie dokie. Thank you, Icarus! But yeah, it's... So I guess that would fall underneath an extension? Question mark? Yeah, I know the overlay is just a web page. I mean, like, Stream Elements. I know Stream Elements is essentially... You put in a browser source, but I'm specifically talking about a widget that will display, like I said, just display the info from a, well, from the Kickstarter. And I mean, I'm sure a bunch of people would probably want that. I know I want that. I don't know, you could probably sell it if you're able to get it to work. See, do not use W3 Schools, go to MDN for CSS. It is bad now for me to find a spare tank and thermonuclear device. Oh my gosh! Who learns he's better for you? I'm about to say, it looks like there's a whole bunch of, like, different classes. There's HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SQL, whatever the hell that is. Python, Java. Wait, JavaScript and Java are different? What Jimmy said. Thank you, Tips! Also, welcome back! How? Okay, is, like, one the progenitor of the other? With Java and JavaScript? JavaScript and Java are very different. Oh. They're nothing alike? Oh, God. Is this in the same vein of C, C++, and C#? You only share a syntax origin. Okay, I was about to say, why do they have such similar names? Oh my gosh, there's so many programming languages. My head hurts now. There's a programming language called Pandas? Java is more like C#. Now you're making my head hurt. What? There are literally hundreds of thousands of programming languages? Ah! Ah! Is a data thing? Yeah, no, officially my brain is like, no, I don't think we should dip ourselves into this particular pool. And you've used 8 just today. Holy crap. Yeah, no, you guys are a lot more impressed. Oh my god. Knowing this information, I am even more impressed by my husband. And he says, oh, I can't do everything you do. Hun, love of my life. You... This is insane. Oh my god, he's got to give himself more credit. Oh my god, is this what it's like? Is this what it's like? Oh my word. He always says I don't give myself enough credit, because I'm like, I'm just a writer, I do art, I do animation, blah 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 blah. I am a creator. And I'm like, oh, I'm not that impressive. And he's like, hun, I can't do a fraction of what you can do. This is what it's like. I'm I'm about to say, I'm constantly dogging myself. I'm like, I can't do any of the really cool, impressive stuff you can. And my husband's just like, hun, I can't even do a fraction of the insanity you managed to pull off. I'm like, what? Oh, today's been rather light on the requirements. Holy sugar tits. Also, what was that? MDN? Do you get to plan my work and time schedule? That is cool. I will say that's one thing I like about streaming, is I determine my schedule. Mozilla developer. Oh, the Firefox people! So, MDN web docs. Mozilla is the Firefox people, right? Firefox, Thunderbird. I know they had an HTML thing. I used it a long time ago. Provided this is the same people I'm thinking of. Beginner tutorials! And never say that around your husband or developers in a group. Eh? What, the Firefox thing? Why? What faux pas have I committed? Did you see the big Apple lawsuit fallout due to the Oxford comma? I did not, huh? Familiar with HTML? Oh no, I'm gonna have to brush up on HTML. No! Oh, thank you. Okay, Jimmy and friends. Go. Starting June 23rd, Apple will no longer be allowed to collect fees on iOS external purchases in Europe. Apple could lose billions because of one comma. Let's fucking go. That is freaking hysterical. Also, what faux pas did I just commit? One comma out of 66 pages. As a writer, I fully understand the importance of a single comma. Because truly, it could be... it could truly be the difference between... Oh, come on, Grandma, let's eat dinner, to we are having Grandma for dinner. It's fucking amazing. That is hysterical. That is absolutely hysterical. Also, oh god. But yeah, no, you must inform me about the faux pas. When someone walks up and says, let's eat, Grandma, and say they love commas, that is what you did. Yes. Hi, Thanos. Yeah, I didn't say I love commas, I said I understood the importance. Yeah, this is the first I've heard about the lawsuit. That's hysterical. Not gonna lie, that is legitimately funny. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you hire an editor. Or in their case, a lawyer. Or you are introduced to a guy named Dawson and say, oh, like the creek. Oh! Oh, okay, that, oh, oops. Mozilla, oh, the Firefox people. That's all I know from them. Okay, that's the faux pas I committed. I'm sorry. Dang it. Oh well, I've got both the websites pulled up. You guys have introduced me to. But yeah, tips, Thanos, how are you guys doing? I'm debating whether or not to do another round of writing. Greatly debating. Because on the one hand, it's essentially just another hour of writing. Because I'm doing 25 on, 5 off. Another ack! I have been hitting the head with another egg. I will say that face actually looks a little bit like Gabriel Iglesias if he was like super grumpy. Basically said, oh, I share this one brain cell every 1 millisecond per week. The rest of the time I am on cruise control. Shit, fucking cricket. How dare! It's not that bad, right? God, my head hurts. Hold on a minute. Okay, yeah, this headache is sleep deprivation related because it's at the top of my head right now. The moment it moves to my ears, it's over. Am I on cruise right now? No. I'm actually thinking. It's just that particular tidbit of knowledge is not in my repertoire. Alright, I need to adjust. My head hurts, my head hurts. No, 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 no. Cracks. Alright. 2 hours, 30 minutes. Ah. Alright, let's see if I can get another hour of writing out of me. I hate when I get headaches. Headaches suck. They suck so much. But it's entirely because I am tired. My cat Amaretto decided that I needed to wake up this morning when I still needed sleep. Bless a bear. I will say, beginning of stream, I very much felt a bit zombie-ish. I felt dead. Just barely going through the motions. I am not on cruise control right now. Though I do have the cruise control bot going. Speaking of, I may or may not replace that with streamer bot. I'm not entirely sure. I'm probably still gonna use both though, just to be on the safe side. I know cruise control, at least on the user side, is called pseudocode? I think is what it's called. Right now, that's the most programming I do. I gotta relearn HTML. I'm not looking forward to this. Oh, so much crap I gotta learn. But anywho, I'm gonna adjust the lights I have on my desk real quick. One moment. Oh my god, that's already better. Okay, I think I'm gonna try one more hour. I'm gonna try one more hour, give or take, of writing. It should come down to what is known as illogical enumeration, due to the fact that an Oxford comma literally causes this construct. So it was missed by all the lawyers and editors of the contract because they did not apply the proper deduction process. They should have hired my proofreader. Because the guy I hired for proofreading, oh my gosh, he was excellent. He paid every ounce of it. Husbando's calling! Forget everything! Husbando! Husbando! Okie dokie. I'm doing the stream. Alrighty, please be safe and be careful. I love you. Now. The husband is on his way home. So I got about... I can get 30 minutes. See, at least it wasn't due to AI writing the contract or legal briefs. Oh my god. The sheer amount of people I know that uses AI to write nowadays makes me very sad. It makes me horrendously, hilariously, and sorrowfully sad. Alright, so I'm gonna try and get one more little writing session, so about 25 minutes of writing. I'm trying to squeeze that from my noggin before the husbando gets home. Because originally the way these writing streams are supposed to work is I write from when I start to when my husband gets home. That was the original intention. I haven't quite got there yet, but hey, I'm working on it. I may or may not keep these writing streams in the future. I'm not sure yet. If I do, it'll probably be on like Monday. Nah, I'll go back to my normal 3 and just have writing off stream every other day. So I do need to start animating again. So like I said at an earlier point, tomorrow I'm taking off. Thursday I'm doing a 12-hour stream, and I might do one of them birthday-a-thon things like what Zombie Pandemic's doing. I don't have any incentives. I'm sorry, guys. I can't think of any. I've got the Kickstarter to worry with. But I can do, instead of being like, oh, would you like to take time off? Everything will add time. So it will be a 12-hour stream, and we could be adding hours to other streams, depending on how the 12-hour goes. So yeah. Maybe if this turns into what Zombie Pandemic currently has going on, and that's a big if, I'll keep my schedule after the Kickstarter's done, and then do incentives after the Kickstarter's done, but not a moment before. Yeah. Mainly because holy sugar tits. Holy sugar tits, there's so much stuff that's gotta get done with the Kickstarter. Mostly it's the commissioning stuff. Mostly it's that. But yeah. And Cracker Jacks, I need to take care of something real quick. No, it cannot wait till break. I'll be right back. I'm gonna throw y'all on the BRB screen. The BRB. Oops, wrong one. I mean, this technically works. Maybe even a little bit better. Wrong page, but here we are. Why are you screaming no? I needed to take care of something real quick. I like my snacks. My snacks. Pardon me, slurring words again. My snacks do not like me at the moment. So, that said, I'm gonna try and get another 25 minutes out of 25 minutes out of me for writing. When my husband get home, when he gets home, I'm gonna take a nap. I'm going to borrow him as a pillow and take a nap. I've not gotten enough sleep. Anyway, so hi, Amaretto. Can I help you? Oh, pretty kitty. Pretty kitty. You have a full hour and 20 minutes before you eat again, cat. Don't give me that look. Alright. So, how is everyone doing right now? Y'all doing okay? Boop. Alright. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Boop. Let's go. And Amaretto is now staring at my phone. Okay, so this establishes essentially how Toxin's gonna lose later. Okay, and that sets up the stuff that happens in the third book. A lot of the lines that are going to be in the second book carry a lot of weight. Because obviously they're informing you guys of what's going on in terms of y'all, the readers. But it is also setting up a lot of stuff for the third and hopefully final book of the Haven trilogy. I say, specifically, I clarify by saying Haven Trilogy, because as you guys know, I have many more books planned. It's just the next books after the Haven Trilogy, or I guess you could call it the Haven Arc. After the Haven Arc, there's a lot more to do. And I mean a lot. I have to start developing the Concordant a lot more than I have. I don't have to develop them a whole bunch right now, but I'm going to very much need to develop them in the near future. And Toxin now actually has to worry for his safety. Because Toxim is a, I guess you could say, masterclass manipulator. Yusuke, however, in comparison, is an expert in combat. Ugh. Ow, excuse me. I have not checked the Kickstarter. Should I check the Kickstarter, or should I wait until the break to check the Kickstarter? I'm afraid. Wait, why is shield mode on? Okay. Twitch is saying shield mode's on. But OBS, when I click on it, it says it's off. What the hell's going on here? I shall check my Kickstarter stuff after this 20 minutes is up. Let's continue writing. Is he not? No, he's already standing, isn't he? Okay, he's already standing. See. Oops. Hey, B, Capitol! How you doing? I heard that you and Bliss got the box. How is it? Have you stopped screaming? I'm gonna guess the screaming was a good thing, by the way. Also, I hope it was pretty clear whose was what. I probably should have put tape on things. But I completely forgot about that until after I shipped the box out to you guys. Didn't catch any of that. Husband just came back in the room and started. It's alright. It's alright. I was saying I hope it was clear whose was what. I should have put tape on stuff denoting whose was what, but I forgot about, or I didn't think about that until after I had sent the box to you guys. Speaking of, how are you enjoying the birthday box for you two? Has the screaming stopped? And again, I assume the screaming's a good thing, right? It was indeed a good thing. Yay! It's lovely. We both loved it all. Yay! I'm so happy. I will admit I was a tad bit nervous. Not gonna lie. I'm like, okay, are they gonna like this? Did I remember to take the price tag off everything? I don't think I could really do anything about the sketchbook, but anyway. I sent 2, right? Did I send 2? Or was it the 1? Shit, was it just the 1? Crap. I should have wrote down everything I sent. Frick! Said how he'd always wanted something signed by someone from the Mass Effect series. Yee! And I got the, I sent 2. Okay, good. I did send 2. I was afraid that I had forgotten to send the other one. But yeah, that, the signature I got, for those that don't know, I got the signature of the male Commander Shepard from Mass Effect. He happened to be sitting right next to Nicholas Roy, who is the voice for the pilot from Halo Infinite. And oh my gosh, the Commander Shepard's VA was absolutely cool as a cucumber. Nicholas Roy, oh my gosh, he's a precious beam. He is absolutely 100% just a precious beam. Oh my word. I'm so glad I met him. I'm also glad I got his sig. They're about to post the first doodle in the Black Page sketchbook. Woohoo! I really hope I'm pretty sure it was white charcoal. I think that's what it was called, white charcoal. I really hope none of that broke. I think that was probably the one thing I was most concerned about in that entire box, was all the charcoal I sent. I was absolutely terrified that I might have broken in the post. Yee, looking forward to the doodle. Yeah, I know you kept mentioning how you kind of missed charcoal. And I'm like, you know what? I can fix this. And this is my way of fixing that. Paused. You are very fast. Oh my gosh, that's so cute! Holy cow, you are very fast! Not gonna lie, I want that as a sticker. Maybe a print, too. How's your scanner? Oh my gosh, that's so cute. And holy cow, that's really, really good. That is really good, V. It's so adorable! You do not have a scanner? Damn it. I don't think I can fix that one. Probably a printer A 2-in-1? I think a minimum of a 2-in-1 printer would probably work best for that. Also, if you're wondering why the mouth of my cat is not moving as much, is because I had to turn one of my lights off, and therefore my face is not as illuminated as it should be. So allow me to turn that on. Yeah, probably. Yee. And it'll be a quick little connection. You can use a cable to connect to your laptop, and bing bada boom. You can upload it to like Teespring or Designed by Humans. And nowadays I'd probably recommend Teespring over DBH. And ads in 4. Actually, you know what? Let's see. Just quick sketch. You think anyone would actually pay money for that? Yes! Without a shadow of a doubt. Yes, I think someone would actually pay money for that. I want to pay money for that. And we all know I'm a bit of a Scrooge. Yes, I 100% would pay money for that. There's a buttload of people at MomoCon who would absolutely want that. Hey, you probably even could do it as a keychain too. Maybe keeping the black, if you can keep the black outline. Teespring won't do that though. Right. Sticker, well, I wonder. Sticker Mule also has a store, and they have a wide variety of products. I wonder if you could get the edges custom so that it keeps the black edge. I wonder. I gotta find out. Now I have to make my own design like that, but I need to find out. Is that would be brilliant. Ooh. Oh, my. You have given me many ideas, but yes, 100%. Here's my cash. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and push ads and get them out of the way. Oh shit, I hit snooze! Fuck! I hit snooze. I didn't mean to hit snooze. I meant to hit run ads so I can get them out of the way. Let's try this again. Run the ads so we get them out of the way. Jiminy McFrickin' Cricket. But then again, I should be able to earn back that snooze in a little bit. Ow! I'm going to try and finish up this rating sprint. Talks to him as such a little weasel. again, this character, for those that can hear me, Toxim, he's one of my favorite, most hated characters. Like, I hate this guy with a burning passion, but I love to hate him. Yes, he is one of those. Like, his intro alone, just from the description, gives him the most pompous, pretentious introductions of any character I have written thus far. But yeah, Toxim already has got... Toxim's already gotten on Yusuke's nerves in their introduction to one another. Their first impressions. Yusuke is blunt as hell, and Toxim is like the walking definition of a dramatic flourish. I'd call him like dramatic gay, but he's not that. But, you know what? I'm gonna read off this one line just real quick. Actually, no, I'm gonna read off this one line after I finish the writing sprint, because I want to get more of this done. Yusuke's already ready to tear him a new one. We can wait. Woo! Please remind me at the end of the sprint. Please remind me, because I want to read this off. I need to see if I can find one of those blending sticks. Fingers are great and all for that, and I don't mind getting hands dirty for details, but I don't want to... Wait, isn't there a blending stick in those kits? I thought there was at least, like, I thought one of them had a blending stick. Look for sealant. Oh god, I completely forgot about the sealant thing. You would know that better than I, though. I think Hobby might have it. Like Hobby Lobby. I think they'd let you put that. That's actually a good point. That's a good point, because that is flammable. Detail work, but don't want to smudge the eyes, you know? Very much felt that. have to look through them again. I was excited to get something down. Yay! I'm so glad! Never worked on black paper before, so this is interesting. Woohoo! Yeah, I'd seen the white charcoal, and I'm like, this is neat. Aha! We're on a break. One moment, let me finish this thought. Not snake snacks. There we go. Finished. Yeah, I've got a few black paper sketchbooks, and it's something that kind of popped up quite a few times with like quotes and stuff that I've been collecting. Is someone's like, "Oh, I feel about as useful as a white crayon," and someone else, I think it was a Tumblr post more than like, someone else is like, "Well, you just gotta find someone that uses black paper." And it's kind of it's brilliant. And like I said, when I saw the white charcoal, I'm like, hey, I wonder if she'll enjoy this. Hence why I said. Alright. Whee! Thank you, Greconite. But yeah, remember to spread around the book. Please and thank you. So, this is, let's see, plus white crayons, colored pencils are great for blending. That is also true. That is very true. I need to remember that. Alright, so let's see. So this paragraph, the quick setup is, Geist has left these two. These two are now Hydra Head apprentices. We have Toxim, who's a shapeshifter, from the planet Genetic. And Yusuke, who is our titular character. Just because they're not good at what you think they should be good for doesn't mean they're not great for something else entirely. Yay! You just gotta have the right environment. But yeah, so like I said, setup is these two are supposed to start a conversation between one another so that they get to know one another. Basically a restart to first impressions, or at least that's what Geist intended, and for them to be like, okay, let's bring kind of a way to both introduce things to the reader and to introduce things to one another. But this very much displays Toxim's manipulative behavior. He's also, and the description of him before is he's very slithery, snaky, but very pretentious and pompous. So here we go. See, well, it would seem Mentor's wisdom has kept us from unneeded bloodshed. The The shifter fanned himself. I would hate for you to break a nail, nay, break a sweat on my behalf. He pressed a hand against his chest. How about we let this little spat between us die, hmm? He tilted dramatically to one side. No need to start these trials with bad blood between us, yes? That is Toxim! Oh, he is a slimy, slithery motherfucker. And one of the big things is the fact that he is not from Haven. He is from another planet entirely. He's gonna be a fun character, yes. Which is another reason why I'm glad I cut off the last 7 chapters from the first book. Again, the original chapter count was 27 for the first book. Now, the first book has 20 chapters, and the 7 chapters have been moved to the second book. Toxim is featured in a good chunk of these particular chapters. So I, by making the second book, along with the readers, are going to be exploring Toxim's character and his interactions with Yusuke. And Husbando's home! And kind of how these two interact with one another, and they kind of make each other grow. And I wrote almost a full page this time. 421 words. Ow! Thank you! Control X, Control V, making sure I actually paste this time. Then 420 words. 21 words. Woo! But yeah, Toxim, he is fun to write. I absolutely fucking hate him with a passion, but he's so fun to write. He's also going to be a good juxtaposition for another character who's also very slimy, but this other character is rather pathetic. Said character that I'm talking about is Maloon, which you will see in the first book. He is similar, but different to Toxim, and it is a very distinctive difference. Because Maloon just wants to save his own hide. Toxim, while yes, he also wants to save his own hide, he's actually competent enough to talk his way out of someone skinning him alive. Maloon, well, you'll see. You'll see. Third book's gonna be fun. I will say I do need to develop Maloon a little bit in this one as well. Well, we'll get there when we get there. I'm gonna enjoy, very much going to enjoy this. All right, Control S, making sure. Gotta love that kind of manipulative character, or hate them. I'll put it this way, I absolutely love to hate this son of a bitch. Absolutely love to hate Toxim. Because admittedly, in my full opinion, and yes, I realize I'm the author, but I just, oh my gosh, I hate him so much. The blanket smudge, no! No! Que lastima! Well, at least you have the picture from before. Alright. But since the husbando is home, going to, again, hit Control S just to be on the safe side.
Sure.
Meow.
You can keep going if you want. We're not really going to be able to go to dinner until we eat the cat.
I know, but I'm tired and I want a nap.
Okay.
Should be able to fix it, but ah! Oh my gosh, I felt that. Very much felt that. So, I did a decent amount of writing at the very least. I'll make sure to make note of it, but I do really want a nap. I will admit, I actually want a nap. So, with all that said, I've been streaming for about 3-ish hours. Just a little over 3, not bad. Any suggestions on who we should raid? Yeah. Yeah, man, you should have seen me or heard me at the beginning of the stream. Oh my gosh. I was afraid of myself. I was zombie-like. Oh god. And not the cool pandemic zombie either. I'm halfway tempted to raid active, but any suggestions on who we should raid? If not, I'll pick someone at random from my list. And remember to spread the word about the Kickstarter! Please and thank you. Alright, so... if it's important, they will leave a message. Okay, what's that letter? Alright, we're gonna hit the following button. Let's see, there's... oh, we could raid another VTuber. There's Calamar. Potato Source is playing Night Rain. 9.5. Might do Talamar. Active is just starting up with Halo with the new update. Ooh! Paleontologizing! Oh, he's streaming a dig! Oh my gosh, that's awesome! Finding more tiny fossils of fishes, turtles, and more. Let's see, Jimmy the Brush, he's working on what looks like Warhammer stuff. Operation Legacy today. Oh yeah! The Hayabusa helmet from, I think, Halo 3? The Hayabusa helmet's back, and you can actually earn it. Judging by how things look, you have to earn the Hayabusa helmet. You can't buy it, which is nice. Holy crap, all the Halo players are out in full force. Ooh, okay, now we have a hard decision. Do we raid Dawn? Or do we raid King Talamar? What say y'all? Ignore the timer. What say y'all? As I start poking things and turning things off. Still need that, still need that. Really? That's the only folder I can oh, no, I can close this window too. I'm starting to close things down. I need a sub-sweep. But yeah. I need an answer from you glorious raptors. King Talamar, which again, he's a VTuber. He was one of those interviewed by Geronimo Kid and Zombie Pandemic back when they did Bats and Banner. I was actually a part of that group. I was the only person who actually had their face on stream. I was the only not VTuber. I think I'm trying to remember what it's called. I will admit it sounds a little bit gross, but flesh tuber, I believe, is what the phrase is. But yeah, so King Talamar or Dawn. I haven't raided King Talamar, I don't believe. Oh, he's actually following me. Cool. Playing a game called Make Good Choices. Game might contain jump scares as per usual. Please no spoilers. Thank you. Happy Tuesday. I don't know what to do. I know what to do. I'm gonna flip a coin. And pray it doesn't get stuck in the ceiling, because holy cow, I hit these things hard. Alright, so tails, Calamar, heads, Dawn. When in doubt, coin flip. Ah! No! Where'd it go? One way or another, you figure out what you want to do. Yeah, fortunate for me, I am straight on 50-50. Just do Dawn. Okay. Well, the coin has vanished. I mean, it was a penny. The coin has vanished. I don't know where it went. It went somewhere on the other side of the computer, but I don't know where it went. So darn it is. Ah, bless a bear. let me find Dawn. There's actually quite a few people live today. My goodness. But yeah, just a reminder, Thursday I will be starting at noon, and it will be a 12-hour stream. And it's gonna be my birthday! Oh yeah, that's the next time I stream, is Thursday, starting at noon, Central Standard Time. I look forward to seeing all of y'all there. So y'all, please be safe, be careful, make good decisions, and I will see you on Thursday. Or I'll probably start out with animation, and then I'll switch over to games. So, good evening, everybody, and good night. And thank you all for your support. I greatly appreciate it. Now let's go raid Dawn.